Trying not to lose my shit. I'm just trying not to lose my shit.
Link in the description and join our Discord channel today. Go ahead and be part of a community with awesome events, awesome people, and awesome content creators alike. And go ahead and support all content creators that are available in the EHG community and TemGameBoyz Discord channel. Also subscribe to the EHG community and TemGameBoyz to get notifications for new videos and future streams that are going to be coming up soon. Thank you very much. And welcome to another episode of TemGameBoyz. We're back with Astro Boy. It's me and Ribbon tonight. So right now I am drinking the advanced drink. You know our sponsor, the advanced drink, that company Advanced.
Yes.
So I have the one called the Cherry Pop. It's called Cherry Pop, literally. It's one for like focus. Really good actually.
Nice.
Really.
I need to try it soon because Lord, I have had no energy. I've been living off of my my pre-workout, but the problem is if you're trying to sit still, I don't recommend pre-workout. Pre-workout is great replacement for like an energy drink if you're moving around, but if you're trying to focus, not such a great idea.
Yeah, with me, I'm never sitting down. It's literally the ADHD that is just like getting me to sit, like literally sit down. When I'm focused on something, then I'll sit down. But then when I'm all around the house or when I'm doing something, I will never sit down. When I'm listening to music, never sit down. When I'm doing other things, never sit down. You know what I mean? That's literally the ADHD. But yeah, it's really good. There's stuff like with focus, with hydration, protein workout. Even it does things like it has its own herbal teas.
Nice.
Yeah, I like that. So it's really good. So I as I said, if we decide to set up the thing for home, I'll bring it, and then it'll be really good. So you can go ahead and give it a try.
Yeah, I'm excited for home app, but my planning for it is not happened yet. It is non-existent currently.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's like for any like of these conventions, it's really kind of hard to go ahead and plan them.
Yeah, I'm still gonna make sure my friend can go with Lord. SabassaCon was exhausting. It was great. It was just tiring. And I gotta make sure she's still on board to go to Palmat too.
Oh, okay, no problem. That's all I was trying to figure out. Is like if there's like a way I could. Hey, look, it's Leon from Resident Evil 2. But anyway, over there.
Yeah, we were talking last time about you commuting with us.
Yeah, to see if like there's a possibility I can. Like it's just in case, because like I have to make sure I get those days off if I'm able to, because I have to make sure it's ahead of the time. So that's just that's why I just want to make sure. But
yeah, I'll have everything set within like the next 2 weeks.
All right, coolness. So with that happening, I can definitely do that. Sorry, I just did the little thing with the controller, but yeah, that's what the plan is. And like as I said, I know some of the people over there, like the guys who work some of the panels. Hey, it's Teddy. Come here, Teddy. No, but because some of the people over there, as I said, like I go to their like bad slime. But anyway, I go to their panels and sometimes I offer. I'm like, hey, you guys need some work done in regards to like I possibly like trying to see if they need some type of way of like some type of I would say volunteer work, because like sometimes they'll volunteer.
I needed to volunteer when I was running panels at freaking SabassaCon for security. I don't know if you've seen the video on what happened there. Everything went great except for one little incident, and I was like, oh, I'm going to jail. Luckily, the guy ran off before we had to like go get actual security. But there was a moment where all of us were like, "There's no way this is happening right now. There's no way this is happening. This is a grown man admitting to crimes. What the fuck do we do?" Like I've never.
that talk. Okay.
The pedophile, their PDF file.
Yes.
For censoring purposes. I've never, people are bold online and stuff, and you see predators online and whatnot, but you never expect one to like walk up to you at a con and be like, yeah, by the way, I like underage 13 or boys under the age of 13 and blah blah blah, and I'm like, What is happening?
That's. I wonder how anybody else would handle that conversation. I sure as hell would.
I hope they would handle it better than me, because at first, the way he played it off in the beginning, made it talking, because my panel that he came to was the mental health in fandom, and I talk about, mental health, taking care of yourself in fandom space, because there's toxicity and stuff that goes on, and there's bullying that happens. There's also people who go into like psychosis and things and get too obsessed with things, when you start marrying your body pillow, and warning signs and way to help and prevent that. And within fandom space, I talked about the 2020 shift, where we went from like being a nerd was something that got bullied by other people, and now you've got bullies within fandom space, like bullying each other over dumb stuff.
The
like
VR chat type of guys. Oh.
Yeah, so it's a 2020 shift is what I call it. I mean, there's a lot of people that call it that too, because there's there was a shift when the pandemic happened and people got into fandom blew up, and then we had this like mixture of both negative and positive shift. But he came up and was just like he was asking about like kids' mental health and all this stuff, and made it seem like he cared at first, and then was like talking about how certain things affect them. He's like, oh, are you aware of this and this? And I thought he was like worried about kids that had been, in these bad situations. And no, he made it clear he was the one making the bad situations. Then he talked about like how, because he's not accepted for his love and whatnot, it affects his mental health. And I'm sitting here like, buddy,
there's reasons behind that now.
What I think you should do. I said it on the podcast because my podcast is unmonetized, so I can say it on there. I said what I felt about that in that moment. But like once I clocked what was happening, it wasn't just me, like all of us. Because I was standing there with a parent who was trying to learn about internet safety for her kids on Roblox, and like being in fandom space, and he just looked me right in the face and said it. It was probably 45 seconds in total from the moment I realized what he said to the moment he ran off. But I'm really glad that he did, because I will honestly admit, I had, like, once I clocked it, my brain started turning, like, circles, and I was, like, literally thinking, okay, who can watch my kids on Monday if I end up in a West Virginia jail? Like, who can come bail me out? Like, I'm like, there's no way you just said that to a group of parents' face. Like, the audacity, and to want us to feel bad. That was the crazy part, is he wanted us to feel bad for him. Like, he thought we were going to sympathize with him, because he's not, his love, as he called it, is not accepted, aka his love for little boys under the age of 13. The fact that he specified it was under the age of 13 too.
Like I said, that takes a lot of gall. That takes a lot of, like, balls to say something like that.
It really does. Because my brain was turning, and I'm like, okay, who's gonna bail me out? Because like I am about to lay this man out in front of everybody. Oh my goodness! And just for anybody listening, I want to be clear that is not a regular thing that happens at conventions. I don't want people to think like, oh my gosh, a pedo is gonna like come up to you at a con. That is very rare. I've been to hundreds of cons, never had anything like that happen.
No,
that was very rare. What the hell moment.
Yeah, it's like we do encourage people to go to con. Claire from Resident Evil 2, there you go. But we do encourage people to go to cons, because there are very good people around the area. My cousin goes to cons in New York area, for the Comic-Con area. He goes to conventions even for like, for reptiles, and like, because he's a big animal lover. He's a huge animal lover compared to like a lot of other people in the world, because I think he besides his I believe his gaming degree, he also has a veterinary assistant degree, and he does it because he has a huge love for animals. Like,
cons are usually amazing. You're gonna have bad situations no matter where you go. Yes, there's a lot of like drama you'll see online at cons, but what a lot of people don't realize is that's like such a tiny percentage. There's people who will go to cons and not even know that like there's drama going on the other side, because they're massive and stuff. It's amazing. It's there's so much to do. I've talked about this before, about Like I even did a panel on this on like where to start out with. Start small, and then move up. Because you don't want to get overwhelmed. Because you don't want to like go to New York Comic Con for your very first one. It's going to be very overwhelming.
Yeah, do a small one.
I love about small cons. One thing I do love about some small cons, like, because yeah, sometimes it sucks because there's like not a lot to do. Once you're experienced, like I said, I've been to hundreds. I've worked hundreds. I've done guesting. I've done competitions. I've done panel work. I've done work for companies, advertising and stuff. But we actually got to do the quest this time. Like, because the con was small enough that we got to do the quest. We did like a 6-part. It was a 6-part quest. We got a little ribbon at the end. I did ribbon hunting. It's ironic. My name is Ribbon. I've never done ribbon hunting until this con. I think I've got like 200 ribbons.
I've only got one. I got one ribbon, and that's why I was doing haul mat. Regular haul mat. And
not award ribbons. Not award ribbons. I'm talking about the regular ribbons for your badges.
Yeah. Those. I only got like one.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I only got one basically for that.
I usually have like 1 or 2 each. Also, funny story. I got one at home at the year before last. So like I said, I don't collect them. I don't go on ribbon hunts like most people do. I want to make ribbons to hand out to people, but I really loved it this time. I had never tried it, but I had gotten, like, I've had random ribbons given to me before. Funny story, at home at year before last, it was me and my best friend Katie. We're in the vendor hall, and there's, like, people that hand out ribbons. If you're unaware how ribbons work, there's a bunch of videos on TikTok if anybody wants to look that up, just listening. It's really fun. And you can even make your own to hand out at people at cons. This group comes up to us and offers us this ribbon, and they were like, hey, we're handing out ribbons. They thought we were lesbians. They handed us the lesbian pride flag ribbon.
Well, interesting.
Me and Katie are definitely not a couple. She's asexual too. Well, she's asexual because she does have a romantic partner, but she's like, we're not doing anything. We're not doing any, like, the styles of some best friends are like hold hands and stuff. We don't even do that. We're like very, very platonic. We are super close emotionally, but we're just like shopping. They came up and give us this lesbian pride ribbon, and I'm just standing there like, is it me? Am I the problem?
Yeah, it's like that type of situation. It's like, are they giving it to you or me, or were they?
They gave us both of them. They gave us one each. And just accepted. And what's funny is Katie is an ally, but she doesn't like know all the flags, so she was just really confused. And I immediately recognized it because I actually used to identify as a lesbian for years. Like, when I got married to Brett, my first year of marriage, nobody believed that we were like an actual couple. They were convinced that it was a lavender marriage because I was so heavily into women for years. Like, when I came out of the closet, I had to come out the opposite way to be like, no, I like men too. Like, people didn't believe me for a while there. Nobody would. So, like, I immediately recognized
like,
it.
oh my goodness, they can swing both ways. Like, yeah, it's possible.
Right? Usually people have to come out and be like, when they're bisexual or pan, they have to come out and be like, oh, I also like the same gender. For me, it was the opposite. I had to be like, no, I also like men, I swear. And then I proceeded to, like, not date men for the longest time on top of that. So, like, nobody believed me.
Oh
So when I got married, people were like, what? What the fuck? No, like, we even had a friend write to Brett's face. Like, I had a family friend. We were sitting there, and he goes, are you gay? And I was like, oh, God. Like,
oh my goodness.
He was so, nobody believed me. So I was like, when this happened, I'm sitting here thinking, I was like, oh God, apparently I still give that vibe because you just like, I didn't have no conversation with these people. We were like on the far end of the vendor hall because like all the rows and rows and rows. I love going to the vendor hall at Hallmat or MomoCon because it's organized really well. Both of them are. But yeah, just walking through and comes right up and it's like, fucking Christ.
Oh my goodness. So did I tell you about the bad thing that happened recently that my friend told me about when we went to MomoCon?
No, oh gosh. Was it the guy who, because I was there for that. I've got video of that, oh gosh.
No, it was a situation with a friend that we met up with, okay? So we met up with this friend because this friend, he was a like long friend of the friend that I was with, and with that he wanted to go to the convention. He bought his ticket and everything, which was okay, cool, no problem. He wanted to hang out with us, cool. We're on the line to go see Johnny on Bosch. Right there. It was my dream to see Johnny on Bosch. Johnny on Bosch is one of my favorite Rangers, one of my biggest heroes. The fact that, you know, things in regards to, you know, him doing things like, for instance, waiting for us over there, be like, oh, you know, I don't want to stay on the line, you know, it's like, you know, it's gonna be too long and everything, and we are literally at the front. No problem. Okay, fine. That's a slight annoyance, but no problem. And so we're like, okay, just wait for us over there. And then what's even worse was that he bought posters, the same posters of where most likely the people are gonna be at home at, and then there are also gonna be other people that I'm also gonna meet up with over there from Sugoi Entertainment. Like with that type of situation, he went ahead and lost his posters and went into the idea of asking them for free ones since he lost it. I was like, bro, I'm like, they know you were with us. Like, you literally just screwed over people who want to earn some type of money because you were not careful with your own stuff. And it made me upset because they were being nice. They were like, all right, no problem, just follow us on Instagram. They were being nice. I know the guy who owns it, Steve, is a wonderful guy. You know, really nice people, really cool peoples. Always gives a good deal from it. Always pays the people that do the artwork for him. Gives them good purchases for everyone there, everything. It just made me so upset when I found out. I was like, oh, he's like, oh, you know what, guess what, you're like my friend Arch told me, he's like, yeah, he did that. He asked them for free posters. I'm like, bro, I'm like, are you serious? Note this, 3 posters were around $30. That's
People do weird stuff with like artist alley and vendors at cons, I've noticed, and I always tell people, treat it like you would treat Walmart. Like, I've seen people try to negotiate with small businesses and stuff too, like to get free stuff or discounts or whatever, and it's like, you need to treat it just as if you would treat going into Walmart or any other business. I don't know why people think like, oh, it's a small business, so you can do whatever.
Katamari Damacy. I love Katamari. Have you ever played Katamari?
No, I haven't.
I need to get you into these games. I gotta give you a list. I gotta give you a whole list of good games that you'll like. Because I promise you, there's a bunch of games you're missing out right now. But don't worry, I got you. But
I say there's several I've recognized since you've been playing. I just not all of them. Some of them also takes me a second, like that one where it was glitching out last time we were recording and I couldn't see. And it was just like a blob, and you're like, what is this? And I'm like, a blob?
oh yeah, no, because like now I got it fully done because I know it was OBS that was doing the thing here, and
yeah, it's still a tiny bit laggy, but nowhere near what it was.
No, I went like bomb balloon, but yeah, but no, yeah, like
He wasn't ready.
yeah, with a lot of people in like things such as like those areas, you're right, they act too damn immature, and then it's like, bro, like you are literally causing people to lose money. This is not fair to them, all right? Especially
also credibility. It's uncomfortable. Like, it's so, if you put people in awkward positions, like,
it's just weird.
I don't know, it's embarrassing. I've had way too many people embarrass me at conventions. Oh gosh, a few years ago I went to, and I hate bringing up this con because this is the con that the whole we beat situation happened with.
I see it. I saw his ass in MomoCon. The MomoCon we went to, I saw his ass.
Yes, even though he's banned from the con, he was out front because they didn't ban him from the property. But no, so Whole Wheat Pete, if you haven't seen the video,
Yeah, he was
that
still
little
there.
girl he jumped on, it was not staged. Me and my group sat with the little girl while she called her parents to come pick her up while she was crying. Because he's literally in the, it's crazy, there's a picture of me and Cammy from Street Fighters where I was posing, and you can see, this pictures were taken about 5 minutes before it happens, and you can see his ass in the back, and you can see the little girl just minding her business. A couple minutes later, that video that went viral happened, and then it's crazy, he paid like somebody else to do a video with them and be like, oh yeah, this was Nezuko, and it's like, dude, that's not the same person. You can even tell by height and shit that it's not the same person.
Yeah.
But anyways, this is the con that happened to, so I hate bringing this con up. That whole con was a nightmare. But I had somebody, I passed out lollipops. I pass out goodies and different things when people take pictures with me.
Yeah.
That convention in particular, I passed out over 300 lollipops. Like, over 300 people asked to take pictures with me.
Passing out deodorant.
Because I was dressed in what?
I'm passing out deodorant. I'm passing out
Yes, it was
deodorant and body spray.
No. We'll have to get you a Plov Patrol shirt.
Like I would do that.
Talk about doing Plov Patrol again.
I was doing
That's
that.
what we did at MomoCon this year.
Yeah, I need to do that just to make sure people understand. Okay, damn it.
I have a mobile press on, so I can. I was literally passing out scrolls at MomoCon that said Paw Patrol for any of my followers that found me. But what happened with the lollipops is I pass out these lollipops. But that's just an example of how many people asked for me to take a picture. And I had someone who got very jealous of it, and like I wasn't rubbing in their face or anything like that. But over time, they kept seeing me get pictures and pictures, and nobody had asked them for a picture. Here's the thing: is they smelled bad. They didn't bathe for like a week, and like their costume, their cosplay, they weren't even in cosplay. They weren't in cosplay at all. They were covered in like their shirt had like this nasty grease stain on it and stuff, where they hadn't washed their clothes either. Like I said, they smelled so bad. The person that roomed with them said there was a body imprint on their mattress.
Ew.
Like at the hotel.
Ew.
That's how bad this was. And she got upset that nobody was asking for pictures with her. And I'm like, I'm in a full decked out cosplay dressed to the nines. Like, I'm also recognizable in this area. So like, 'cause I live in Texas. So like, of course I'm going to get pictures. It's not that people, why would people ask for pictures of you if you're not in cosplay? You're not a celebrity. You're just a random person. That'd be like going into Walmart and asking somebody. On top of that, you smell bad. Like, you didn't bathe for like a week. Like, you stunk so bad because, like, the person that they were staying with even said, yeah, they hadn't showered all week. Like, what did you expect to happen? And it ended up being really awkward because they were being pissy and throwing a temper tantrum and stuff. And it was so embarrassing for me because I had people who were overhearing them throw a tantrum. This is a grown adult woman. Throwing a tantrum over it, and it was so awkward. And it's like, this is a community that I am familiar with. It is very awkward when people act immature like that.
Yeah.
Like, you're a grown-ass woman getting upset that people took pictures of me and not with you, but you're not dressed up.
Oh God, they know.
You also smell. Nobody smells like when I approach you. They can smell you 10 feet away.
Oh, they know. They don't know me at all. The person who's not a celebrity. Geez, how dare they? Like, what?
Right?
Like they no, they don't. Like, what do you
Just
expect?
walking up to somebody in Walmart and just asking somebody for a photo. It's just not going to happen. That's weird. Like, I wouldn't. I've never had any. Well, I've had a couple of people, but for the most part, I've never had anybody ask me for a photo. If I'm not in cosplay, because like I typically do cosplay every single day of the convention, but sometimes if it's like a party con like Hall Mat where I've done the rave and stuff, I'll admit by Sunday it's wiped out, man. It happened at SabasaCon. It wasn't even a party con, but we like went to the bar and stuff. There was a cosplay contest at the bar and whatnot, and we like went all out Friday and Saturday. And by the time Sunday came, I put on the clothes I was going to wear for the Shigaraki cosplay, because I did a gamer Shigaraki, so I had like a League of Legends shirt and all that stuff, but I did not put my wig and special effects makeup on, because I was just so tired.
Oh my goodness.
Oh gosh.
Quick question: what type of main is Shigaraki again? Like, would you say like?
Oh god.
Is it like? Do you know like what type of lane? Like League of Legends mid lane?
Hold on. I have it in my phone, because I've been exploring how Spinner plays right now. Because his stuff's on, like, Horikoshi has released, like, what both of them play, and now my brain is fucking blanking on, what Shigaraki's is, and I can fucking see it in my head. Well, he's center lane, I know that, but, I'm trying to think of what her fucking name is. Oh, gosh.
What does she look like? Because I'm not really smart with, My Hero Academia lore. Not too much.
If it's Shigaraki or Spinner or Mr. Compressed related, I fucking know it. I have a funny story about that here in a second too, related to Hallmat. That somebody we might see at Hallmat.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Oh gosh, what is her damn name? It's not a Hari, because I've already cosplayed as her. I've cosplayed as Akia too, but I've not cosplayed as what he mains, even though, why did I say Akia? Kali, sorry.
I was like, you cosplay as a car? I'm like...
No, sorry, my brain glitch. V! It's V.
V, okay. I think
which she's also in the show. I was blanking because I could see her face, and I kept wanting to say Jinx, and I was like, it's not Jinx. Jinx is the blue hair.
Vi, her sister.
Vi.
Yeah,
Yes.
Vi, her pink hair.
Yes.
Pink hair with the big gauntlets. Yeah, Vi.
Yes. Yes. According to Horikoshi, that's his name. Ahari. I never say her name right. Is, even though I've cosplayed as her and I play as her quite a bit. She's like my second to Caitlyn. But that's supposed to be his second too.
Oh, okay. That
his
kind of
second
makes
name.
sense. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I know he's center lane.
He's a top
center.
lane. Vi is a top
Center
lane.
is top.
Oh, Spinner is top.
That we might need to educate Horikoshi then, because he put like for the statistics that he released for like the stuff for Shigaraki with all of, it's like, I love that he's like a creator that adds extra notes and stuff outside and makes things canon, but he definitely put that he was a center lane and Vi, and I've never played Vi, so I didn't know. So yeah, we might need to educate him on how League of Legends works.
Yeah, I have not
I
played.
appreciate the fan service and trying to give us stuff, but now that I know it's inaccurate, like it contradicts itself.
Yeah, like you kind of messed this up, my guy. Like, what are we doing?
Right?
Yeah, but
That's also what that might have been what threw me off. Cause yeah, I've never played as her. I stick to my two.
it's Ellie.
I stick to my two. I want to work on a Caitlyn cosplay at some point too, but I've cosplayed as two different. I've cosplayed as two different from League of Legends, and then I've played as two other ones.
So I was planning of doing the Cult of the Lamb at one point, like be the lamb, and then just give like sermons out to people, like just for the hell, just like the hell of it, just like to try to get people to join the cult. I even have like a book. I even have the book itself, like literally telling people like, you know what, like stuff like, you know, like things like, you know, taking a shower, like ask for consent, those basic things, like even adding those specific things to it, because that's exactly what and that's one major thing, especially that what we're talking about, like with like especially the whole wheat pea thing, which I'm going to say this, and like as I said, I'm going to say this majorly. If you want to take pictures with someone, if you want to do things like put your hand around their shoulder, please ask for consent. Please go ahead and ask them for permission. If
Right, I had some people that like I actually asked for pictures with them at SabasCon, and I like, because when I did Raven, what's funny is I did that I did Raven on Halloween, so it's supposed to be her in Halloween. So I was in Raven in an Espeon cosplay. So it was supposed to be, you know, like a lot of shows do Halloween themed episodes. So I kind of went with that idea. I took a bunch of pictures with all these other Ravens because I don't know what the fuck was going on, but there was like 70 different versions of Raven at this convention.
Oh yeah.
Despite the fact there's only like 800 people. And so when I would ask for pictures, I would ask people before, like, is it okay? Because there's a lot of people, I have had way too many incidences of people like getting handsy and stuff and like being uncomfortable after they ask for a picture and then they don't ask, like, you glitched out.
Yeah, it's all right. Like they don't ask like for permission and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, a funny story with Hallmat. We might run into a Buffalo Wild Wings waiter because we had a Buffalo Wild. So when I worked Halloween Horror Nights, to be clear, I didn't work like as in it. I was a content creator for them. I got paid to film some videos, right? We weren't there. We ended up going and. He sees our tattoos and stuff. We end up having a conversation. He added me on only places. Anyways, that was really awkward because we were just trying to have a nice chat about anime and stuff because we both have anime tattoos and my friend does, and she was just really drunk and he'd asked about my socials and I went to give him my regular social media and she was like, "Oh, what are you gonna do? Go look up their OF?" And I'm like, why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
But he did. It's the crazy part. He did. Right. He did. The very next morning, it was like a couple hours later, I get a message. But he goes to Hallmat, and he does a lot of cosplays. And at first, I was a little bit worried because he has a cosplay that kind of looks similar to Whole Wheat Pete. And I freaked out, and I was like, oh God, was I just nice to Whole Wheat Pete? And I was like, no, wrong guy.
No, well, like here's the thing. Like a lot of people are very like careful with that. Like I didn't know if you were all comfortable with him knowing that, but like a lot of people usually do that and they don't mind sharing it. But
I don't mind sharing that I have one. Obviously, I mean you have to make money, right?
Yeah.
But it was just really awkward because we're just having like this wholesome conversation about Mothman and stuff, and she just like he asked for my social media. So when you think of social media, you don't think of that.
Yeah, you think of Instagram and everything.
TikTok and stuff. And she's just like blurting out the OF. And it was so awkward because his face turns red. Like he looked so uncomfortable.
Don't
we
blame
went
him.
from Mothman to that. And it was funny because, like I said, he sent me a message. He was like, I've never bought OF before. I didn't even have an account, but I figured it out because and bought it like right after his shift because it was like 2 a.m. when he joined. But it was so funny because I was like, this was so awkward. I've never had somebody just blurt that out. She was really drunk. We also had, I've got a video of this I've got to post. When we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, I went outside for a moment, and I look over, and there's like all these people running up to grab a car because somebody had left their car, they didn't put their car on park, and so it was just drifting away out of the parking lot.
Oh my goodness.
And the worst part is you can see on this video, the people that are stopping it are not the people that own this vehicle. So they go back inside, and they're trying to find, like, hey, buddy, like, you need to come put your car in park. Like, we pushed it back into the spot. And he's so nonchalant about it. He's like, oh, okay. And then, like, just slowly makes his way outside. I'm like, buddy, the way I would have been running.
Yeah, I would have been like, I would have dragged his ass to the car. I'd be like, can you stop your damn car? There are people here who can get in some like, deep shit. But like, it's like nobody wants to understand that. Yeah, and I'm like, no, my guy, hurry up.
There was like 5 people. I'd have to look at the video again. There's like 5 people that had to push this car back into the spot and then go find him. And he's just like casually walking back like, okay, thanks.
Yeah, but
like, bro, your car almost hit people. It almost ended up in the street. Like,
yeah, I really hope we don't. I really don't hope we don't run into something like that this year. I really don't. But all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call this an episode. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just laughing. Is all.
Yeah, it's just like I hope we don't get into that. But all right, guys, we're gonna call this a nice episode. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, definitely hit the bell, turn on the notifications, And make sure to go ahead and stay tuned for another episode of TemGameBoyz.
The abnormal is normal when sweatpants and messy hair become formal. I felt so normal.